All right, so guys, here's another problem. It's 5x squared minus 12x plus 7 equals 0. Again, I'm going to go ahead and solve this one here by factoring. So remember, my first step here is to multiply 5 times 7. So I know 5 times 7 is going to give me 35, okay? So my first step is I need to find two numbers that multiply to 35, but when I add them up, I get a minus 12. So I know 1 and 35 multiply to 35. The other pair is 5 and 7. So I want them to add up to a negative 12. If I notice here, those numbers, if I were to add them together, would give me positive 12. In order for me to get a negative 12, I'm going to make them both a negative 5 and negative 7. And if you notice, if I multiply them, I still get my positive 35. Okay, so now let's go ahead and work this problem out. I'm going to write 5x squared. First one here is a minus 5x. Then I have a minus 7x. A plus 7 equals 0. So out of here, I can take out a 5x, and I'm left with an x minus 1. Now, out of the second two, first thing I want you to notice, if this first piece here is negative, I need to factor out the negative number, okay? So what number is common to both? We're going to say negative 7. So again, I want you to think about what I'm doing. I'm taking negative 7, and I'm dividing it into both these parts. So if I take the negative 7 out of here, all I'm left with is the x. Now a positive 7 divided by a negative 7 is a negative 1. If you notice, we did that right because those pieces match up. So we have x minus 1 and 5x minus 7 is equal to 0. I'm going to set each part equal to 0. X minus 1 equals 0 and 5x minus 7 equals 0. So when I move this one over, it's going to become a positive 1. It's negative. I'm crossing the equal sign. It's going to become positive. This negative 7, when I bring it over, will also become positive. And then I can divide it by 5. And we end up with x equals 7/5. Okay? So again, two answers because these problems are x squared. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm happy.